Hey Guru Nation, how's it going? Been a really busy week, gonna be a really busy last quarter of 2020. Can't wait till 2020 is over. Pretty sure everybody agrees. Worst year ever, probably for anybody, as far as all the things happening and all that. But there's a lot of good too. There's a lot of good happening in the research industry. The research industry is picking back up. It has been for quite some time now. It's September 2020 right now. I wanted to do a quick video on breaking into the industry, and I'm going to do a definitive guide to breaking into the industry, maybe like a 20 to 30 minute podcast, maybe even a presentation, because I get these questions a lot. But the other day I actually got this question from someone in my Patreon channel, patreon.com/dansfarah. Only $5 a month and you get a monthly mastermind with other people who want to grow and build their opportunities in research. So they want to get into research. They are in the process of training themselves to do it. They're about to get an internship and all that kind of stuff. They're actually in my CRA Academy as well, but they don't have any background in research. And I told them, look, this is what sites need. Sites need these three things. Okay, they need patients, they need access to clinicians, and they need branding for their business. That's what all sites need. I don't care how big or small, and whether they know it or not, that's not important. The fact still remains that every site needs those three things. What's stopping you? I mean, we're in the greatest country in the world when it comes to economic opportunities. Okay, what's stopping you from creating your own business? You don't even have to go the LLC route. You can just do a fictitious business name or a doing business as a DBA. Costs like $20 in most places. Start your own business where you focus on one of those three things, if not all of those three things. Okay, getting patients for sites, getting clinicians for sites, branding for sites. Also, there's a fourth one actually, getting studies for sites. All right, and we have webinars on all these things individually. So if you're interested in looking for those, we can do that as well. We have webinars for those. It'll be in the full-on definitive guide to doing this. But I'm coming back to my point here. Nothing's stopping you from starting your own company, even if you're a sole proprietor, offering one of these four services. I would recommend probably getting studies for sites, because you just go on clinicaltrials.gov and start emailing people on clinicaltrials.gov for potential sites. And then if you don't have those sites, you need to go out in the community and network with those sites and let them know, hey, I bring studies to sites. I'll even do it for free. You can pay me based on when you start getting the study, and you can then start getting yourself into the industry that way. You could first of all put that on your CV, so now you're no longer research inexperienced. You have clinical research industry experience. It's on your CV as a sole proprietor. You can also, if the sites really like what you're doing, you can talk to the site director and say, hey, look, I'll continue doing this for you, but what I really want to do, I really want to be a CRA, and I'm missing some experience, so I would love to intern, shadow some of your coordinators, just so I could put that experience on my CV. I just did the CRA Academy, so maybe I can do some monitoring, like internal monitoring, internal quality control for your site, so that I can put that activity on my CV. That's how you break yourself into the industry. No one's going to tell you to do this, because that's your responsibility to do it. It's your responsibility to come up with these solutions and strategies for breaking in, because it's a tough industry to break into. But once you're in, it's really tough to get out of the industry. You can be a below average employee and continue to have a job. There's just such a demand for researchers out there. So always think of other ways. I will release a definitive guide, a comprehensive guide for how to break in using all these strategies and a few more that I thought of. But this is a quick, simple one that literally anyone can do today. You can go open a DBA today, learn how to recruit studies for sites, learn how to recruit patients for sites, and you don't have to even know about the studies. You don't need to know all the inclusion exclusion criteria of the studies that the sites have. You just need to look on their websites and say, okay, they have these kind of studies, so I'm going to start learning how to recruit patients for these kind of studies, maybe with Facebook ads, maybe with Craigslist postings, right? And then you can tell the site, hey, I have all these leads. This is what I do for sites. I generate leads using social media, community outreach, grassroots approach to getting patients. I will bring you patient leads. I'll also bring you study leads if you want. I offer that as well. I also do branding for sites, and I also can introduce you to clinicians in the community. Whatever of those 4 things you're comfortable selling yourself as doing, you approach all the sites in your area. And the beautiful thing about this strategy is now in a 2020 world, we're all remote. All these strategies, for the most part, can be done remotely. The hardest one would be getting access to the community clinicians, because that's still more of a hands-on, face-to-face, let me come to your office and talk to you about a research approach. But as far as getting studies, that's online. As far as getting patients, that's mostly online. As far as building a site's brand, like Facebook page, Instagram page, blog, YouTube channel, podcast, that's all online. You can do this for sites literally anywhere in the United States. That's your customer base. So if you're in a small town with not that many opportunities, you can literally do this anywhere. Okay, so you use LinkedIn. LinkedIn is your friend to start networking, putting yourself out there. Start putting the experience yourself on your CV. Stop waiting for somebody else to give you a chance. Give yourself the chance and do this stuff. Stay tuned for my longer video on this, the definitive guide to breaking into the clinical research industry. Good luck with this one. Take care.